December 1944. The tide of World War II had turned. Allied forces had stormed the beaches of Normandy, liberated France, and were pushing relentlessly towards Germany. The once invincible Nazi war machine sputtered, its gears grinding to a halt. Yet, in the heart of a desperate German high command, a flicker of madness, a final, audacious gamble, dared to ignite. This is the story of the Battle of the Bulge, the last gasp of a dying beast, and a brutal crucible that forged heroes in the fires of war. Fueled by delusions of grandeur and a thirst for revenge, Adolf Hitler clung to the slimmest of hopes. He envisioned a daring counteroffensive, a thrust through the seemingly quiet Ardennes Forest, a region considered impassable for large armored formations. The objective? To split the Allied armies, recapture Antwerp, and force a desperate gamble for peace on his own terms. The target: inexperienced American troops, fresh from training, and presumed to be weary after months of relentless combat. But Hitler had underestimated the American fighting spirit and the unforgiving grip of winter. On December 16th, a cold, misty dawn shattered the serenity of the Ardennes. A thunderous barrage of artillery erupted, tearing through the stillness. German panzers, spearheaded by the elite Waffen-SS, surged forward, shattering the thin American line. The unsuspecting American forces were plunged into chaos. Confusion reigned supreme. Communication lines were severed. American outposts were overrun. In the face of overwhelming odds, American soldiers fought with ferocious determination, buying precious time for reinforcements to arrive. Legendary figures like Staff Sergeant Raymond, Bastogne Butcher, Daddy emerged from the fray, leading desperate charges and inspiring his men to fight to the bitter end. Meanwhile, in the besieged town of Bastogne, surrounded by a relentless German force, General McAuliffe received a German surrender demand. His reply, a defiant one-word message that echoed through the ages: nuts. The unwavering resolve of the American troops at Bastogne became a rallying cry for the entire Allied effort. British and Canadian forces joined the fray, launching a ferocious counteroffensive from the north. American reinforcements, spearheaded by General Patton's Third Army, smashed into the German flank in a desperate race to relieve Bastogne. The unforgiving winter added another layer of brutality to the battlefield. Blizzards raged, hindering movement and turning supply lines into frozen hellscapes. Soldiers fought not just the enemy, but the elements themselves, their bodies pushed to the limit by hunger, exhaustion, and the ever-present bite of the cold. For 6 long, brutal weeks, the battle raged. The Bulge pushed westward, threatening to sever vital Allied supply lines. But slowly, inexorably, the tide began to turn. The relentless Allied counteroffensive, fueled by sheer willpower and overwhelming manpower, forced the Germans back. By late January, the German offensive had sputtered and died. Their gamble had failed. The exhausted German forces retreated in disarray, leaving behind a battlefield littered with the wreckage of war. The Battle of the Bulge stands as a stark reminder of the immense cost of war. Over 100,000 Allied casualties, a heavy price to pay for victory. But it also serves as a beacon of courage and determination, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who fought for freedom in the darkest of times. This is the story of the Battle of the Bulge. Remember their sacrifice.